Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, we're here in the Endurance series that I believe is supposed to be around for 1 month. Most people in here are in the new Porsche, the 963, which is what we will also be in. We're going to be using the tune by FRF Muka, and if this is the grid, it looks like we're starting in P11, which is, yeah, literally dead middle of the field. This is a 17 lap race around Le Mans in the hypercars here, and I did do one race prior to this, and I was in third, but I had to back out. Someone was trying to solicit pest services at my door. So yeah, but what I did notice, and what's really cool, is that this goes through a whole day-night cycle over the course of this race. So commentary will probably be a little bit scarce at points, just because there probably won't be a whole lot going on. But you know, hopefully we don't just get wrecked out. That's, in fact, because most people can't handle these cars. We're gonna start back here just to avoid the carnage into the chicane up here. Yeah, see, FSR netcode has the right idea. This is a 17 lap race. Let's just take it easy here at the beginning. Penalty is being handed out like free flyers. The first time I ran this race, I ran this car completely stock, and I will say the this one does feel a little bit more stable, but it also has a lower top speed. And that guy was really squeezing me into the wall through that corner, wasn't he? So anyway, I say that to say that I think this one is going to be much more reliant on the draft than when it's in its stock form. Man, that guy in front is really taken off, hasn't he? Well, so far, just by not crashing, after dropping to the back, we're up here in the P13. Make that P11. So we're back to where we started in less than one lap, which is great. So now, basically, we let the pack thin out a little bit we can focus on just racing. Hopefully. This guy is collecting penalties like trophies right now. I don't trust him. That's exactly why. Look at how he's driving. Hopefully he gets disqualified soon. Got into netcode slipstream and we have pulled out of theirs. Oh, and now netcode's pulled out of ours. Dang it. Slipstream, please. We're about to lose it. I can see it. Yep, we just lost it. I can see him slowly pulling away. Something with this gearing is just kind of weird. It feels really good under brakes and not bad in corners. But the gearing is bothering me down the straight for sure. We didn't get a penalty for that. For some reason, this car, it feels both like it has a bunch of drag and like it has no downforce at the same time. It's very, very weird feeling. Alright, well, we nailed that section, so we gained a bunch of that time back on this guy and pulled away from the car behind too. I'm not super worried about passing this guy right now. Not only is it a long race, but he's gonna pull us down the straight because he is faster down the straights. So just let him kind of pull us along here. Oh, the guy with like 57 seconds and penalties or whatever just quit. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of try to stick with the FSR netcode for as long as we can here. We both had the same idea at the start. Go ahead and get out of the way, let the carnage unfold, and then, you know, let patience kind of pay off and take the passing opportunities as they present themselves. Catching up to whoever this guy is that's kind of swerving all over the road. Yeah, netcode's got that thing dialed in for speed, man. He's flying. Alright, thankfully we didn't get held up there too long, but we lost quite a bit of time to netcode, which sucks because he was helping us a lot down the streets. Alright, better section through there again. We seem to really catch him mostly under brakes and through slower corners. Team Porsche here, brother. Let's work together. Keep moving up the field. I can't tell if he's trying to like brake check on some of those corners or if he just takes these corners too slow. But I'm gonna stay in your draft as long as I can, man. I have to try harder than that to shake me because you're helping me tremendously and I don't want to let go easily. And that guy in first is 40 seconds ahead. That is wild. Hey, at least we're close to somebody. This will make for a much more interesting video than that last race would have. This last race, we wound up in third, and we were like 25 seconds ahead of the person behind us and 10 seconds ahead of, or behind the guy in front of us. think netcode here has a low downforce setup and a little bit more extended gears. I think we have a higher downforce setup and shortened gears, so it makes it kind of an interesting balance here between the two of us. I do wish I could get by him through one of these corners that he's taking at 10 miles an hour, but he's hitting the apex, and there's no way I could hang it around the outside, so... So he was on mediums, and we were keeping up with him on hards. Thankfully, we didn't get a penalty there. Alright, well that's fantastic. So now we're gonna be in no man's land again. We got slowed up a whole bunch at the beginning, and it looks like these guys up here made it through all the chaos unscathed. Got that weird double downshift glitch. I don't know if my controller is doing it or if it's something in the game, but anyway, I wanted to do this video to showcase both, you know, the new car that they just gave us and the new endurance series and what it looks like, you know, kind of how it is. You know, the lobby size wasn't bad at the start. We did have 22. I would imagine we have quite a bit fewer than that currently. But, you know, it's good to see that there are enough people in here trying this that, you know, you can get basically a full lobby for what everyone should know is about an hour-long race. So it's cool to see enough players that are willing to commit to, you know, spending a full hour during a race. I mean, I have a feeling that, you know, the way that they've set up this and the GT spec with the longer races, I think it's a great idea. And I think that now the only issue that needs to be resolved is adjusting the tire degradation, you know, accordingly. For example, in this race, there is one optimal strategy, and it is to do a 3-stop on hards, right? You're on hard, well, 2-stop, hard, start on hards, hit twice, put hards on both times. I know you guys know what I'm saying. I'm just kind of trying to get it straight in my head on how the best way to say it would be, and it's just turning into rambling. Anyway, because of the way that they have left the tire degradation, which I believe is still on 6X tire wear, it just makes mediums and softs like pretty much not viable unless you use them for like one stint. For example, those of you who saw the race at Sebring yesterday, I did a you know, the hard soft, and it worked fine. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there should be 4.5x on the tire wear versus what has been the 6th. because that will help open up strategies for medium and soft tires, you know? So just my thoughts on that. I will say that, you know, I think they're trending in the right direction. I think that the changes that they're making are positive. I think this is a super cool series. As you can see, the sun is starting to set here, and the headlights will be coming on soon, and we'll be running through our, there it is, running through our, pretty much our entire second stint will be overnight. Awesome thing about this, right, is having this day-night cycle. My biggest complaint about this endurance series hopper right now is that there's only one track, and it's Le Mans. And I think that they should have added Daytona at the very least to make it a 2-track rotation. But I'm certain that there are other tracks that would be awesome in this series. Yas Marina would probably be really cool. You know, and I would have liked to have seen, you know, not necessarily like multi-class in the sense where, you know, you go and you run V's and GT spec cars at the same time on the same track, because I have a feeling that that's just going to be absolute chaos, you know, all around. But I do think it would be cool too, in addition to having Daytona in here, to have a GT spec race of, you know, about an hour length, like this race is, and put it on tracks like Yas Marina or Indy or, well, maybe not Indy, that'd be a little bit too short. But you know, like the tracks where it takes about 2 minutes a lap, roughly. I mean, heck, you could even use Daytona in that too, in the GT cars, in this series, and I think it would be cool. So, I don't know. Just kind of my thoughts on where things are, and you know, like I said, I think that they're definitely trending in the right direction. I think that series like this are super cool and, you know, different and new, for me anyway. So back end's a little bit sketchy right now. Wow, that guy in first is gonna go another lap? That is... You're gonna be struggling on that lap, dude. Alright. We are gonna go ahead and get fuel here. Hard tires. Yeah, 12 laps more of fuel. Or get us up to 12. This is like a full tank, basically. And hopefully we will not have to top up at all at our next pit stop. Let's see where we come out here. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's really cool too how they, you know, they send it in, you know, electric only mode or whatever before they before you hear the engine fire up, just like in real life. So I thought that was super cool. Alright, Did we pull enough of a gap? Oh, why did they pause? Well, thanks. That gives us that position back for free. Oh, they haven't pit yet. They may have realized their mistake. Alright, we pulled, I think, far enough ahead of Netcode that he probably won't catch us by the end of the Mulsanne, given how much faster we are through here and how much better we are on the brakes. Well, I don't know. He did make up 2/10 through there that time. He's slowly closing up on us. So you don't miss our braking point here. Whoops. Well, any advantage that we would have had through there just got botched by an accidental downshift. Maybe we can get a better run out of this next corner here. So here's my thinking. If we can stay ahead of him until we get to the twisty bit, we should be fast enough through the twisty bit, especially the chicanes right before the start finish line, to build up another, bit of a gap that would allow us to stay in front, you know what I mean? Yeah, he took that corner a little bit better than we did that time. Of course, when we were right behind him, he was taking it at 1 mile an hour. But alright, so we did get a few tenths there on him. Oh yeah, there we go. Made up a whole bunch of time there, over a second. Another 2 seconds already. Alright, I'm not going to stay in this view for very long, but let's get a little bit of cockpit view action here. Down the straight, where I know I won't crash. Alright, let's see. Where is our braking point? Right about there. Could have braked a little bit later, actually. Yeah, wow, man, that guy in first is almost a minute ahead. That's crazy. I don't know that we're gonna catch 5th place either, to be honest. Not unless there's like a major skill issue or something, which I guess is possible. There's still whatever, like 9.5 laps left or so, and you know, I mean, these aren't the easiest cars to drive. I wouldn't say they're hard, but I know for sure with the stock tune, I was able to run a low 336, and so far we've only ran like a 340, basically a 341 with this tune, so you guys actually might be better off just running the completely stock setup. That was pretty good through there compared to our other runs. Yeah, so we're about 3 seconds a lap slower with this tune than we were with the completely bone stock tune as of this point in the race. And I think that's mostly due to the, you know, somewhat limited top speed down the straight here with the, I don't know what it is, if it's just like extra downforce or just not the best steering, but it feels like a drag thing, like it just has a lot of downforce, which I think around here is a lot more than it needs. This tune may not be for Le Mans, like the tuner may have not intended it for this track. It was just one of the more popular ones that was still at stock PI. So it's the one I went ahead and chose. But yeah, if I were you and I were going to recommend this to somebody, I would recommend that you just try the car completely stock. You know, unless you have like a lot of experience already with these prototype cars and like you're confident that your tune will feel better than stock no matter what, I would say run your first race in this series completely stock and then tweak from there. But I mean, it's pretty good out of the box. We built that gap up to netcode over 10 seconds now, almost 11 seconds there. But we've also fallen back to over a minute behind the guy in first, which is crazy. tires are looking pretty good. Nope, stop. Too much oversteer there. Yeah, we are really in no man's land here, aren't we? Yikes. Well, this is what happened last time too. I guess in races that, you know, take this amount of time, it's kind of bound to happen at some point where, you know, the differences in people's pace really gets magnified the further the race goes. Hopefully Darken doesn't get so far ahead that we don't get to finish. I don't know how long the countdown timer at the end of the race is, but we need a long one here. Little tip for these cars: on those really slow corners, like the one at the end of the Mulsanne that leads on to whatever this straight's called, like go all the way down to first, or go down to second, start your turn in, go down to first, and then once you straighten up, lower it again. I didn't need to do it on that corner, but like on this one, you want to go down to first, real slow, straighten up, and then go. Help prevent you from sliding around, lighting up your back tires, and causing unnecessary tire wear. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind if you do wind up trying out this hopper. Same through here. Try to control your speed so that your rear end isn't sliding around. What I have... Please don't give me a penalty. Thank you. What I have noticed is that there's a little bit of off-throttle oversteer. So through that section that we just went through, if you can stay on throttle, I think you'll be like smoother through the, you know, different S's as you go through there. Like, alright, yeah, that's the second gear chicane. Really pushing track limits there, aren't we? Alright, I don't know where the guy behind came from, but he got by that other guy. I can't remember his name, but the dude that we were kind of back and forth with earlier. I guess that guy did run mediums. I hope he didn't run mediums again. because he's going to learn really quickly that mediums is not the way. Man, 35 seconds behind third place. Alright, there you go. You see what I mean? Got it, kept it in second until we got straightened up, dropped it to first, and then took off. That's what works for me. If you can go around there and get it straightened up in first without any, like, sliding around on the rear end, more power to you. It's probably faster. Super cool though, seeing how it's nighttime and whatnot right now, and we started in late morning. There we go. That was pretty decent through there. Oh wow, the guy that was behind us pit. Maybe that's how he got by that other guy, was he was on mediums or something. Maybe he ran softs for one lap. I don't know. Very weird. Make our final pit stop at the end of this lap. It does look like our fuel will be fine to the end. So it should just be a quick tire change and go. I'd like to try to pull away from the guy behind, but he just made his second stop a minute ago, and he's going to be faster on this lap than us, more than likely. So we have to take it a little bit easy, especially toward the end of the lap, with our rear tires being, well, not feeling great currently. Too bad that time. I went all the way down to first. So there you go, guys. That is the recommended way to do it. Man, we need to see what car that guy in first is using. I think he's using the Porsche, but holy smokes. Maybe it's his own tune and he just like took off all aero or something. See, the sun is starting to come up. Wait, are there only 8 people left in this race? Didn't we start with like 22? There's seriously only 8 left? I think. I mean, yeah, that guy's in 8th. We haven't... I don't think we've lapped anybody else, right? Well, I don't know. Another cool little bonus to driving the Porsche, at least for me, is it's number 5. Which, if you guys have noticed, all of my beautiful liveries that have been made by Clamp God have been number 5 because that is my favorite number. The sun is blinding, holy cow. But yeah, here we go. Back to kind of earlier morning here. I have a feeling that the person in 4th is either gonna have to pit one more time or their tires are gonna be so dead at the end that we might be able to catch them, especially with almost 4.5 seconds in penalties. If I had to do this over again though, I definitely would have tried to find or even create, based off of the stock tune, a lower downforce setup, because this one, and with, you know, more top end, because this tune just feels a little bit sluggish down the straights. Feels really good everywhere else, and I mean, you know, obviously being up here in 5th place, and you know, even if there are only 8 people left, which would definitely suck, at least we've made all of our moves prior to them quitting, so it's not like, you know, we were given a whole bunch of free positions. I think we were given 1 from 7th up to 6th by someone who went 1 extra lap without pitting and then paused. I don't know if they just like quit after that or what, but I think that, I don't know how to say their name, but I think the person in 4th place, I think they did medium, and they may have tried to put on hards now, but hards aren't gonna last 7 laps. Like, you're gonna have a really bad time if you try to run hards for 7 laps. So they start to struggle, you know, toward the end of lap 6, at least in the Porsche. So yeah. Almost got track limits there. Lit up the rear tires a little bit, but thankfully this will only be a 5-lap stint instead of a 6-lap stint, so the tires should hold up pretty well for the rest of the race. Give y'all a little bit more cockpit action here. Alright, we're up almost 8/10 on our best time on this lap. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we've made up a tiny bit of time on the car in front. I mean, at the end of the day, even if we do wind up finishing 5th, I'm happy with a top 5 finish. Like I just said, 5 is my favorite number, so you know, number 5 car finishes number 5. I'm cool with that. Now, if the guy in 4th has to pit again, which I think he will, or he's just gonna have a really, really, really hard time the last lap. Wait, now this guy is in 8th? Doesn't look like ghosting is turned on, which is very weird. Would have been very helpful right there. Ooh, the guy in first just got his first penalty. Ooh. We're gonna do our best to avoid the same fate. This guy's in 9th? I don't know what's going on anymore, man. It's like we lapped the guy in 8th, then we lapped the guy in 8th, then we lapped the guy in 9th. Like, what? What's happening? just a little under 3 laps to go here. Still hanging out in 5th place. What I'm wondering is if the guy in front of us is gonna pit at the end of this lap and then try to run softs for 2 laps. That would be interesting. He definitely won't make up the time he'll lose in the pits, but it would be interesting to see nonetheless. Somebody try it, you know? Bar sounds cool. Let's keep an eye on the leaderboard up there and see if the guy in front of us goes for one more pit stop or if he's just going to try to tough it out to the end. Oh, looks like he's going to try to tough it out to the end. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for you. Alright, new best lap there, 3:38.4. Still pretty slow, to be honest, but it's an improvement. Two more laps to go. It'd be great if I could quit sliding around. Tenths up on our previous best lap. As it gets later into the race and later into the morning, the track is starting to rubber up more. You can definitely feel it, and it's showing up in the lap times. Yeah, almost 1.5 seconds up. Or just over, I guess. keep it on the track. Don't want a penalty. At this point in the race, that's really our only goal. Ooh, fourth did pit. He's probably going for softs. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I think he's going to be disappointed when he realizes that softs aren't 15 seconds a lap faster than hards. That was not the right call there, man. That's the unfortunate thing about this, you know, tire wear setup that they have here. Is like that guy's trying to run something a little different and run a similar pace, but you lose so much time in the pits here that if you try to do an extra stop, you're just hurting yourself, you know. Up on our best lap again here. Only by a tenth this time, but hey, it's something. Time to finish, but some of these people won't, that's for sure. Only a 2-minute end of race timer. Well, definitely better through that section, as we are now back to being up by almost 4/10 on our fastest lap. Yeah, 3:36.5. Alright, so we finally got a pretty quick lap there at the end. Oh wait, it was dirty? Hey. That totally was a clean 3:36.5 at the end, was it not? I don't know. We survived the whole race, no penalties. Did have a heap of people quit, although most of them we passed before they quit. Yeah, unfortunate to only finish with 9 people, but maybe some of these guys just, I mean, 3 of them quit straight away without even completing a lap. And yeah, I don't know. Unfortunate. to see so many people have quit there. But overall, that was fun. I think that this may be something that I do in a community race. Maybe we'll do one or two of these during a live stream. So if that interests you, be sure and stop by. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next one.